guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. I wanted to speak briefly on something. This is really something that I've never covered. I'm not really into sports too much. I do love women's basketball, but primarily because I birthed a woman basketball player. So I'm more familiar, and I had basketball in my house most of my life because she played from the time she was a little girl. So, but what I'm speaking on today is the situation with Deion Sanders and people being upset with him for taking a job at a bigger university, or should I say a PWI, which I just found out today what that means. And I just want to speak on that myself for a bit. So, in a nutshell, I think that it's unfortunate that people feel that Deion Sanders owes anything to the city of Jackson or the University of Jackson. And let me tell you why. First of all, he took that job making $350,000 a year. And of the money that he made, he gave $150,000 of it back to help build out the new facility that they had for football. When he first got there, he didn't even have a football stadium that was really worthy of them to play on. It was just not a good facility. He reached out to Walmart and had Walmart, they agreed and built a new facility, a new football stadium for the boys. There was a period of time that their water went bad and they couldn't even take a shower. They had to go to another city, stand at a sink and wash up and rinse off in a swimming pool. This grown man, who's a millionaire in his own rights, this is how he had to clean his body. Not only did he bring several $1 million into the school, but into the city of Jackson. He leveraged a lot of his relationships, and with the leveraging of those relationships changed the dynamics of football at that school, which changed the money at the school, which changed the money in the city. Because obviously a lot of jobs would support a surrounding university. And then it helped tourism because it brought people into the city that normally would not have come. Not only that, he bought some high caliber football players there. He bought players there that would not have even thought about going to an HBCU. Now here's the thing about that. If he wasn't Deion Sanders and maybe he was Bill William Sanders, a Caucasian from wherever, nobody would expect anything from him. They would just be gracious that he took the job in the first place. But I feel like because Deon happens to be African American and it's an HBCU, they feel like he owed them something. Like he owes more than what he's already paid. He gave part of his money back. They don't talk about. I knew that his coaching facility and his office had been broken into, but my understanding is it was broken into several times, along with his vehicle, along with his kids' vehicles. He has 2 sons and a daughter that go to the school. They go to Jackson. And I mean, my question is, what else do you want from him? His blood? I mean, why is it that we owe each other, but nobody else owes us? Why is that? He has a right to make a wage in his value range. And I think that he's worth more than a couple of $100,000. As a matter of fact, Colorado is paying him $5 million. And even with that, I don't even think they got the money. They feel like the money is going to come in booster support and different things of this nature just because Deon is there. But all in all, like I said, I want to call BS on all of these people who are angered that he decided to, after several years and a championship that he brought to Jackson, why that wasn't enough from him. Now, what is his goal? Who knows? Does he have aspirations to want to teach at a different level? We don't know. I mean, he's living his best life. And in spite of almost dying, he has the will to keep going. He has the will to keep going higher, to see how far coaching can take him. And if he has the will to get up when he can barely walk sometime and go and do what he has to do, if he's got the will to do that, you guys should want that for him. Because all of us deserve the greatest things that life can bring us. All of us. There's no one person, race, sector of life that should have to take less than what they deserve. And God promised us all the greatest things. So that's just that on that, as one might say. I think that you guys really are doing him a disservice by being upset. I think that you should applaud what he did. I believe that he left the school in good hands. He, I think, planned for this. He not only planned for it, he saw it through to the last game with Jackson. Now, I'm not sure if they won that one or not, because like I said, I don't even watch football, but I'm a fan of him. And I feel like he did a great thing there. I watched his documentary. I put that time in. And I bet you half the people who think less of him for leaving probably know very little about him, who he was, what he's been through, what he's done. I had some indifferent feelings about him at one point in time because I didn't know what he had going on. But the fact of the matter is, I think that what he did for Jackson is great. And I think that he left them in a position that they should be able to bring somebody in there who is still a great coach and can continue what he started. Not only that, I'm hoping for the best for him at the new school, because they say that there's not a lot of African-American coaches that go to schools of that caliber, and they're either going to get a championship or get fired. So, I mean, he really took a chance. And, I mean, let's keep it real. If he chooses not to stay there, or if something happens, at least he tried. But you know what? Nothing makes a fail but a try. And until you stop trying, you haven't failed yet. So, I just wanted to say that in spite of the fact of him being at Jackson for a short period of time, I think that it's great that he stepped out on faith, because he said that he felt God is leading him in that direction. I feel it's great that he stepped out on faith and did what he did. And I actually may pay closer attention, because I'm interested in seeing what he could do with that team, because, baby, I heard they ain't win but one game this season. So, I want to see what's going to happen. And I want to see what he's going to do. So, that's what I have to say. Also, there is a online YouTube channel that covers him. They did a documentary of him at Jackson. And I hope that they will continue and follow him through where he is now, and that will allow us to backstage look at what goes on. So that's what I have to say about that. I hope you guys, if you know anything about it, if you have more input, I hope that you guys will take the time and talk to me below in the comments, as we always do over here. And remember, everybody's family here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.